Assalamualaikum and hello to Dr. Ihsan and everyone. My name is Nurleza binti Yakub. In this video, I will be presenting our group assignment titled The Effect of Prosocial Self-Identity, Ihsan, Warm Glow, Religiosity and Willingness to Purchase in Cost Marketing. So, I will begin this presentation with the introduction section. I would like to inform Dr. Ihsan that in this presentation, I will be using a mixed language, which are English and Malay. Alright, so for the introduction part, the overview of the topic is cost marketing is a strategy that combines product purchases with charitable contributions. This approach appeals to consumers who are ethically and socially conscious. Maksudnya di sini, nowadays, banyak brand guna strategi cost marketing di mana bila kita beli something, sebahagian dari duit itu akan disalurkan kepada charity. So, pembelian kita tu bukan sekadar beli barang, tapi juga buat kebaikan. In my opinion, cara ini sangat efektif, especially untuk tarik pelanggan yang care pasal isu sosial dan yang nak sokong brand yang ada nilai. Tapi, dekat negara macam Malaysia yang majoriti Muslim, cara orang buat keputusan untuk membeli sangat dipengaruhi oleh nilai agama dan moral. So, in this study, we focus on three key factors. First is Ihsan, which means buat sesuatu dengan excellence dan ikhlas. And then, Prosocial Self-Identity, yang berkait dengan cara seseorang nampak diri dia sebagai orang yang suka membantu. Also, Warm Glow, iaitu perasaan gembira bila buat kebaikan. Not only that, we also examine the role of religiosity, iaitu sejauh mana agama mempengaruhi pilihan pengguna. Last but not least, in this research, we targets the younger generation who are increasingly aware of ethical consumption. So, from this study, we hope to provide useful insights for marketers and companies who want to attract consumers through a more ethical approach that aligns with Islamic values. That's all from me. Thank you.
My name is Mohamad HANAFIAH Izzati bin MADKASAWA. My trust number is BB2210419. I will present about literature review, halal certificate and consumer behavior. Halal certificate, religions and market significance. Demand driven by both religiosity and ethical or health awareness. Key in causing marketing when linked to charitable outcomes. The consumer behavior towards halal products is influenced by religiosity, awareness, and trust in certifying bodies. Knowledge and belief in certification increase purchase intention and loyalty. The role of value, prosocial identity, Ihsan and warm glow. Prosocial identity, desire to do good influences halal purchase. Warm glow, emotionally rewards from ethical buying. Ihsan drives sincerity and excellence in ethical consumption. Trust and institutional credibility. Consumer trust mediates knowledge and purchase behavior. Trust easily affected by inconsistent standard. Ethical consumption among the younger generation. Gen Z and millennials link halal with social justice, sustainability, and CSR. Brand aligning halal with causes gain stronger loyalty.
Next is methodology. In this part is research design and sampling. This study used a quantitative research design where the data is collected through a structural survey using a questionnaire. For sampling, we apply two non-probability methods. First, consecutive convenience sampling, where the questionnaire was distributed online to respondents who were easily reachable. Secondly is purposely sampling, used to target respondents who meet the specific criteria relevant to the study. The sample size is 100 respondents based on Sakaran is 2003 method, which ensure adequate data for the analysis while minimizing type 2 error. Next is instrument and variable. Our main instrument is open-ended questionnaire designed in English to ensure the clear understanding by all participants. The questionnaire is divided into 6 sections. The section A to E cover the core variables such as Ihsan, Prosocial, self-identity, warm glow, religiosity, and willingness to purchase. Sections F collect demographic data, including gender, education level, and monthly income. In this study, the dependent variable is consumer willingness to purchase, while the independent variable is the 4 key psychological and religious factors mentioned earlier. Last but not least is analysis and hypothesis. To analyze the data, we use the t-test, ANOVA, and multiple linear regression. This method helps us to determine the significance and strength of the relationship between the independent variable and the dependent variable. The regression model used is CWP equal to F in R, PSI, I, WGF, and WP, where the CWP stands for consumer willingness to purchase. We formulate 5 hypotheses, each testing whether one of the independent variables like Ihsan or warm glow has a significant influence on consumer willingness to purchase. This helps us better understand what motivates customer in cost of marketing context.
Result and analysis. First, in terms of gender, the majority of respondents were female, making up 64%, while male respondents made up 36%. This indicates that women were more responsive in participating in the survey. For ethnicity, the majority were Malay at 61%, followed by indigenous Sabah at 21% and indigenous Sarawak at 11%. The rest were from ethnic groups such as Chinese, Bugis, Kendayan, and others. In terms of state of residence, Sarawak recorded the highest number of respondents at 43%, followed by Sabah at 30%. Johor came third with 16%, which showed that our survey successfully reached its target audience, especially among East Malaysians. For the highest level of education, more than half of the respondents, 54%, hold a bachelor's degree, followed by 28% with STPM or college diploma. 15% had STPM or below, and a small number had postgraduate or certificate qualification.
Assalamualaikum and a very good day to our lecturer and fellow classmates. Today I will be presenting section 4.2 from result and analysis of our study, which focuses on the analysis of key questions related to the factor that influence consumer willingness to purchase in the context of cost marketing. In this part of the analysis, we look at 5 key variables. First, willingness to purchase, prosocial self-identity, ihsan, warm glow feelings, and religiosity. Each variable was measured through several Likert scale items, and the average scores were calculated to determine how strongly respondents agreed with the statement. The first variable is willingness to purchase. The results show a strong inclination among respondents to support brands that are engaged in charitable causes. The highest mean was 4.47, indicating that many are willing to buy from such brands. Even when priced slightly higher, the mean was still high at 4.22, showing that price is not a big barrier when it's come to social value. Next is prosocial self-identity. Respondents score high in this area, especially with mean of 4.49 for feeling satisfied when contributing to a good cause. This shows that identity of being socially responsible influence their buying behavior. It's aligned with the idea that people want to express their values through what they purchase. Moving on to the concept of Ihsan, or doing good with excellence. The mean values were also high, with the highest being 4.44 for supporting ethical and moral businesses. This indicates that respondents are guided by Islamic principles in their choices, linking faith to everyday actions like purchasing. Warm glow feelings refers to the emotional reward from doing good. The highest mean was 4.51, showing that respondents feel most fulfilled when they know their purchase help others. This emotional satisfaction plays a key role in cost-related buying decisions. Finally, religiosity. Respondents scored an average of 4.44 when asked if their faith guides their moral and ethical decisions. This means that religious beliefs are deeply tied to their consumption behavior, reinforcing the Islamic values that support socially conscious shopping.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. In this part, which is discussion, they have 7 main elements, which is introduction, the decision explanation, previous research, explanation of unexpected result, limitation, consideration, future research suggestion, and also conclusion. In the introduction, religion, morals, and societal factors influence consumer buying behavior. This influence extends to supporting charities and social practice through purchases. Over 50% were religious driven to support brand with a societal benefit. Around 60% felt religious practice encourage prosocial values and activities. The decision explanation. Moral and religious beliefs lead to social and ethical responsibility purchase. Religious beliefs directly influence earthly consumer behavior, not just spiritual. Most respondents felt proud and will likely to buy from brands that help the community. Religious values can foster prosocial attitudes in consumer. Previous research. This study confirms prior research that strong moral and religious beliefs drive prosocial consumer behavior. Individuals with such beliefs tend to choose socially responsible brands. The study specifically highlights religion's role in ethical consumption in Malaysia multiracial society. This is a significant contribution to existing knowledge. Explanation of unexpected result. High personal satisfaction and enjoyment we found despite price not being a strong positive factor. This could be due to a strong religious morals, prompting bold spending for good cause. Sample size limitation might affect result validity. The voluntary nature of the sample may also impact representativeness. Limitation consideration. The research has a small sample size. The geographical scope of data collection is limited. This limitation might restrict the applicability of findings to a larger population. This bias could lead respondents to give morally or religiously positive answer. Future research suggestion. Future study should use large sample size. Research should span wider geographically areas. Other variables like brand attitudes or social media influence should be included. More study are needed on cultural and ethic impact on religion and prosocial consumer behavior. Current limitation prevent generalizing result to a large population. The last one is conclusion. Religious and moral beliefs significantly shape socially consequence and charitable consumption. Religion influence value-based, social responsible purchasing the decision, especially among mixed-race Malaysian. Developing brands aligned with religious and ethical values can build strong consumer relationship.
Assalamualaikum and very good morning to Isa and my fellow friends. My name is Mohamad Farid bin Azimin and my matrix number is BB22110547. So I'm going to continue our group presentation, which is for recommendation. Firstly, for business and marketer, we integrate Islamic value, build brand trust by embedding value like Ihsan in branding and operation, emotional appeal, highlight the emotional satisfaction, which is one law of supporting charitable cause. Prosocial messaging, use campaign that enforce consumer self-image as social responsibility and build trust, partner with credible halal body and share transparent impact report. Ethical product design, allied product with both Sharia and eco-social ethic. And next is for policymaker and Islamic institution, strengthen halal framework, ensure consistent certification and encourage CSR in halal business, promote ethical spending, educate the public that spending ethical can be an act of worship, that is ibadah. And thirdly is for academic and future research. Expand sample diversity, include wider demographic across Malaysia and beyond. Explore more factors. Study peer influence, digital marketing and cultural or economic variable. Track behavior change. Use a long-term business to see if ethical marketing drive lasting loyalty. And lastly, for brand targeting young Muslim. Use ethical influencer, which is we can partner with influencer who reflect Islamic and social value. Interactive campaign let the consumer choose how they purchase support cost enhancing engagement. That's all for me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. My name is Nurul, Farah, Izzati, Suharto, binti Abdullah, and my number metric is BB221609662. To sum up, this study shows that while warm glow and prosocial self-identity are a strong motivator for purchase intention, Islamic values like Ihsan and religiosity still matters on a deeper internal level. Young Malaysian Muslims are not just looking for halal product, they care about ethical practice, sustainability and sincere values behind the brand. Therefore, marketers should go beyond superficial strategies and integrate true Islamic principles like Ihsan, which can foster emotional and moral connection, brand trust and long-term loyalty. This reflects how spiritual values can meaningfully shape ethical consumer behavior in today's market. That's all from our group. Thank you.